It's time to saddle up, partner. We're in Texas. Home for chase race number 3. And, yeah, that's really all there is to it. A AAA Texas 500 from Texas Motor Speedway. It's here, and we are ready to roll. Or just about ready to roll here in a few seconds. You see the cars lined up on the back straightaway. As we get set, let's take a look at the starting lineup for today's race. You see just how close qualifying was. You got a bunch of people who are tied. The first 3 drivers all tied when it came to speeds during qualifying. And how about the top 10? There is no chase drivers inside the top 10. You're gonna have to look all the way back to 13th to find your first chase driver. That is Ryan Daniels starting 13th. He had
Drivers, start your engines.
There's the command to start the engines. He had a very good race at Dover, and he's looking to capitalize on that. John Stewart starts in 14th. He is also a chaser. So the worst starting chaser is Connor White. He probably has the worst average starting position of any chase driver. He's had horrible luck when it comes to qualifying throughout the chase. Even though he's had horrible luck when it comes to qualifying, he's still 7th in points, 9 points out of it. Your points leader, James Qualls, let's see where he starts. I forgot to mention that. 21 machine, green flags out. We are underway at Texas. James Qualls starts 36, so he starts deep in the field as well. James does. As we go down turn 1 and 2, Barney Ward hanging on to the lead down the back. We reach speeds of 205 miles per hour entering the corner, 203 mid-corner, 198 exiting. Now we back up to high speeds, and wow, very close at the line that time. But Ryan Acosta led that lap, 204 entering turn 1. We take a look at the back of the field and the rest of the field. All the paint schemes we have out there today. We got 2 Chevy SS's there, Dodges, Toyotas. We got them all here today, folks. And up front right now, wow, Jordan Davis, or Randy Carpenter, excuse me. Yeah, Jordan Davis. Sorry about that. He led that time. His teammate Randy Carpenter is now in the lead. TJ Moore, Ryan Daniels. Here he comes. He's up to 3rd. Oh, looks like he's going to fall to the high lane, and he's going to fall back in looser positions. Randy Carpenter kicked up to the high lane now. At the line, TJ Moore led that time by. Here comes Eric Burton, going to take the lead into turn 1. Eric Burton is. Logan Ryan up to 2nd now. He's a chase contender in the 0 car. Logan Ryan 10th in points, 12 points out of the points lead heading into this race. He needs a solid race here if he wants to stay in contention. He falls back to 3rd now, losing 2nd to Pichu London. He's inside of Eric Burton for the lead. At the line, who's it going to be? Looks like it's going to be Pichu leading that time by. Very high-paced action here at Texas on lap 5 of 30. Jake Smith up to 2nd. Chris Dollerton, chase contender, up to 3rd. Chris Dollerton right now is 9th in points, 11 points out of the lead. So, he could use a nice solid run here today as well. Smith now in the 25, taking over the lead. He's going to lead that time by. Just about everyone's going to lead a lap today. That's what it feels like. There's obviously not enough laps for everyone to lead a lap, but I bet if there was, everyone would lead a lap, because that's just how competitive this Texas Motor Speedway is. And Dollerton goes to the inside, takes the lead. He's looking to pick up the bonus point for leading a lap, and give it to Chris. He picks up the bonus point for leading a lap. Remember, the chasers get bonus points for leading a lap. And Dollerton picks one up. Here comes Tim Waltz, Samuel Mills, Matthew Rodriguez, and Trey Campbell chugging along on the inside lane, 3 wide for the lead. Samuel taking it away. Matthew Rodriguez now up to 2nd. Trey Campbell up to 4th. About to be up 3rd. Let's go spectator view. Give us a bigger, wider view of this whole field. as Matthew takes over the lead. Now it's going to be Trey to the inside for the lead in the 28 machine. Trey Campbell has the most wins this season. Him and James Qualls have the most wins this season, 3 apiece. Trey looking for his 4th at the line, leads that time by. Here comes Barden in the 17, a chase contender. Barden needs a good run here today. He's 11th in points, 15 points out of the points lead heading into this race here at Texas. So he needs a very, very good race here. Right now, the top 3, make that the top 4, are all chase contenders. Barden, Cole, Connor White, and John Dillon run in the top 4. They're all chase contenders. Barden picks up a bonus point there for leading a lap. Here comes John Dillon making it 3 wide for 2nd. Now looking for the lead off of turn 2. John Dillon down the back, pulling even with the 17. Brayton in the 27 making it 3 wide. Spoiling the party for John Dillon. He's not going to be able to pick up the bonus point as Connor Brayton leads him down. James Qualls, the points leader, up to 2nd after starting 36. We're 11 laps into this race, and now James Qualls to the point. The points leader up front. He's also a 3-time winner this season, like I mentioned earlier. So he's used to running up front. Here comes the 00. We got cars on the apron. 2 cars on the apron. Looks like they're blending back with the field now. Oh, they're in the grass. Oh, this can't be good. And now they're blending back into the field. Looks like that was Cody Lamas and I believe James McLeod are the 2 that went off track there for a second. They're back on track and everything's back to normal. Now we got another car off track. It's Tim Figgle, chase contender. He's way off to the bottom, off through the grass. What the hell's he doing? Oh, crash! Dollarton into the wall. Chris Dollarton, Connor Breton, TJ Moore. We are under caution at Texas. Race back to the line. A very rare caution at Texas, I might add. John Stewart, chase contender, leads that lap, picks up the bonus point. Racer DSM with damage. Chris Dollarton is the only chase contender involved in this accident, I believe. Wow, that's crazy. One of the cool things about Texas Motor Speedway, you see the lights there flashing yellow on the catch fence to signify a yellow flag. Alright folks, let's take a look at what brought us out under caution for the first time today. Chris Dollarton, 9th in points coming in this race, wrecked here at Texas. Let's take a look at it. Alright, this wreck all started with Connor Breton, who at one point was up front leading. He gets up high up in the groove, into the marbles, and into the wall. Right here, catches the wall, slows him down, nowhere to go for Dollarton, and hard hit for a lot of those guys there. And there's Dollarton. He hit very hard head on into the wall, Dollarton did. I mean, nothing he can do about it. Wow. Absolutely nothing he can do about it. Connor Breton was just slowing down at a rapid pace. And Dollarton was there, and Acosta was there, and they all just met right there and into the wall. Hard is gonna go. Wow, right there. And TJ Moore nowhere to go. Racer DSM nowhere to go. Daniel Culp nowhere to go. Nice job by Eric Burton to avoid this crash. We'll go on board to him right now after we take a look at this one last time, full speed. A very rare wreck at Texas Motor Speedway. We honestly rarely have wrecks at this racetrack. So, to see one like that is very rare. And only a mistake like that can cause a crash here at Texas. This is usually a very fast-paced race. Now, the advantage Eric Burton had is he was very back in the field. Apparently, he had hit the wall or something, and he's trailing the field here by probably about 9-8 car lengths. So when this wreck happened, he had plenty of time to choose where he was going to go. Alright, here he is. He's got a big momentum here. He sees the smoke. They're still crashing. They're crashing. The track is blocked. Where do I go? Onto the apron. Barely squeaked by. Nice job by Eric Burton there. Well, let's get to the restart. John Stewart, the leader here at Texas. As we get set for the restart, lap 18 of 30. John Stewart bringing him down. He's the leader. Daniel Culp inside is the lap down. Here we go. Green flag. Trey Campbell running second. Dylan Petit third. Here we go. Off into turn one. John Stewart with the lead. Culp holding up the field in the 09. Lots of bottlenecking going on back in the field because the 09 is very, very slow right now and holding up the pack. Trey Campbell escapes there. And now 09 is still blocking this racetrack and the momentum of this pack as John Stewart pulls away to a pretty good lead over Trey Campbell. Then Dylan Petit, Eric Gazos, Mama Elias, Marshall Rich. As the Culp is still in the way here of all these cars. And you see the inside lane moving along, getting by, but the 09 is holding up those guys in the high lane like Ryan Daniels and those guys there. They really have nowhere to go. 09 still, he needs to go up a groove and let these guys, Trey Campbell is just taking over the lead by the way, needs to let these guys race, and it looks like that's what he's trying to do, just not working right now. It looks like most of the field has gotten by the 09. Ryan Daniels right now, he is stuck behind him. That sucks real bad. Eric Gatos to the lead in the 63. If he can lead, he'll pick up a bonus point. No, he's not. Marshall Rich beats him at the line. They'll move the 24 to the lead. We check in on this, and it looks like the 09 has finally fell back in the pack. Looks like the 14 and the 34 are still stuck behind him, but that's about it. We'll move on forward through the field at the line. I don't know who's going to lead. It's going to be... looks like it was Johnny Gardner that time. Johnny Gardner is a chase contender, so that is a bonus point for that 98. Mom and Elias up to second. Brian James third. James Qualls up there in that front pack. Here comes Mom and Elias inside for the lead. And he's going to take it off the corner here. Brian James up to second. And here's Ryan Daniels. A good run for him is going to be stolen, it looks like, because of that slow car of the 09. He is way back here, and he is most likely going to finish somewhere either in the 30s or in the 20s. But definitely not what Ryan Daniels wanted or needed here in Texas. He comes to this race 6 points, 8 points out of it. James Qualls just led a lap, giving him yet another bonus point. And this points leader, James Qualls, he looks like a very, very tough guy to beat for this championship. 1, 2, 3 right now are all chase contenders. Connor White, Joe Cole, and John Dillon running 1, 2, 3. They're all chasers as they come around off turn 4. Connor White wants to grab a bonus point. So does John Dillon, but it's going to be Connor White grabbing it that time at the line. John Dillon might have to wait another lap if he wants to get it. Connor Breton, the slow car, just up ahead. Oh boy, this is going to be interesting. The 27, where did he go? John Dillon goes to his inside. Going to get by here. And now he's going to build up a pretty good lead with 5 laps to go. John Dillon building a pretty big lead with 5 laps to go. As Connor Breton holds up the pack. Oh yeah, Connor Breton holding up the pack big time. As John Dillon is in the lead. Breton now holding up the 20 car. And Connor White, another chaser. Wow. Another chaser getting screwed by the lap cars. John Dillon still in the lead. Here comes John Stewart. Dillon leads that time at the stripe. There's yet another lap car standing in the way of these guys. And that's the 09. We already have seen him cause trouble today. Will he give these leaders trouble again? All the leaders form single file and are going to go by. Very, very smart move on the leaders' part to get single file. And they're all going to get past the 09 without issue. Lap 28 of 30. John Stewart leading. Marshall Ritz inside for the lead. Here we go. It's crunch time at Texas. Marshall Ritz to the lead. Jeffrey Finguy. John Dillon up there now as well, battling for this lead. Finguy inside, taking it off the turn 4. He wants to lead at the line, but so does John Dillon. They're side by side. It's John Dillon leading yet another lap. And here comes Jeremy Barden up to second. He's a chaser. He needs a good run. Entering this race, he's 11th in points. How about that? John Dillon entering this race is 12th in points. Barden entering this race is 11th in points. Those two need very good runs, and they're going to get them today if nothing happens in one lap. White flag in the air, Texas. Barden the leader. Eric Gatos second. Eric Gatos is a chase contender. What an upset it would be if he can win. He is quietly up to 4th in the point standings here so far. Can he pull it off? Samuel Mills inside, making it 3 wide. Nope, making it 2 wide. Barden off the corner, hanging on to the lead. Samuel Mills inside. Here we go. To the line. It is going to be Samuel Mills winning at Texas. Dodge going to victory lane. Samuel Mills going back to victory lane. It's been a while since Samuel has won one, and he has done it today at Texas. He has completed the Texas two-step, if that's what you want to call it. Connor Breton slowing off the pace. Ryan Daniels comes home 32nd after being held up by the slow car. Very disappointing for him. The points leader, 17th. The highest finishing chaser. We'll take a look at that now. Samuel Mills the winner. Barden is the highest finishing chaser. He finishes second. Dylan Petit, Randy Carpenter, Eric Gatos, Barney Ward, Jake Smith, Sean Henley, John Stewart, John Dillon rounding out the top 10. Trey Campbell, Marshall Ritz, Jeffrey Finguy, Jake Cole, and Eric Burton, the top 15. There's the rest of your field and how they finished at a wild and crazy Texas race. 4 guys retired out of the race. Chris Dalton, Ryan Acosta, TJ Moore, Racer DSM, all involved in that accident around lap 15. Race 29 in the books, Texas. It's all over. Let's go celebrate with Samuel Mills, the winner here in Texas. Here comes Samuel Mills, about to celebrate his victory here today at Texas Motor Speedway. Although he's not a chase contender, he still wants to win, and he has done it today at Texas Motor Speedway. As he tears it down here. There's number 91, Ray Evernham Motorsports Dodge. He's had an up and down season, but he's back to a familiar place, and that is victory lane in the PRS. Very successful in the PRS in his career, has won multiple times, and this just being one of many. I believe all of his wins have come in this number 91 Dodge, so him and this team have been very, very successful, and this just adds on to that legacy of Samuel Mills and the 91 team. Looks like he's done with his burnout and heading for a little, maybe reverse Polish lap here. Yep, looks like that's exactly what he's doing. A nice look at that number 91 Dodge coasting around the track. Down the back in turn 4. Oh, might have made a little contact with the wall. No harm, no foul. Continues off into turn 1. Did I say turn 4? I guess he's going backwards. I get confused. Turn 1 now, and he's back onto the front straightaway, down through the grass, spinning it out. And now tearing it down on the grass of the Texas Motor Speedway, as he has won it at Texas. Chase race number 4 and race number 30 of the season will be at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. So stay tuned for that, the Pepsi Max 400. That is in a few days after this race here at Texas. That is under the lights at Las Vegas too, so that's always exciting. Then after that, Darlington, Martinsville, Talladega, Zen-Joltis, Phoenix, and Homestead. That's all that's left of this Season 8. As Samuel Mills comes and parks it in victory lane. Congratulations to Samuel Mills and that whole team as they have won it here today at Texas. Join us, chase race number 4 and race number 30 of the season. Las Vegas, the Pepsi Max 400 is next.